Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Rikishi12 as always, and welcome back to another theme park Tycoon number 2, and it is rags to riches as always. So we left off with this area right here and the start of this brand new roller coaster right here. So this episode we are going to continue the roller coaster, but for now I'm gonna have to get more money, so I'm just gonna work on this area right here. And I was like, I was actually thinking what putting here, and I was thinking just like last episode of putting a gravitron, but I'm thinking instead of the gravitron of placing this right here, a swinging ship, for $7,800. That's what I'm thinking. Not exactly sure. Actually, no. You know what? We could do a drop tower. So we might be able to place the gravitron and the drop tower here. But for now, I'm going to place this in the center because we already have enough. So, do we actually already have a drop tower? I don't think we do. Yeah, no, we do not. Okay. So, I'm going to actually just quickly make these the colors of our park. So, it's going to be blue and then white, and then I'm just gonna do like another white. There we go. So looking pretty good, I guess. For that we have oh god, I accidentally clicked defaults. Okay, so how about this? We'll do this blue, and then we'll do a white. And then, I guess that looks alright. And then we'll just do another white. So, there we go. That's our drop tower. I guess it looks alright. But yeah, so this is going to be the entrance. And then the exit's just going to be right here. It doesn't really matter. Who really cares? Here we go. So, concrete is going to be going around this area right here. And it's actually going to lead in to this section right here. So it's gonna be all connected here. So I'm just gonna remove this area right here and connect them like so. So we can just have a path like this, and then over here we could move this area around, loop it around. I'm going to place just an extra queue path because that's what you need. You always need an extra queue path. And there we go. And then we're just going to place some concrete right here. And then that's pretty much it. So over here, I'm thinking of placing some extra tables and seats and stuff. So I'm going to just fill in this area right here. And then we're going to work on that over there. So here we are. Oh, God. Wait. This looks terrible. Goodness gracious. Oh, no, don't. Huh. Well, I can't do anything about that, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. Fix it up, I guess. Or at least try to fix it up, you know. Like that. The gates, of course. You know, you can't forget the gates. Never forget the gates, guys. Alright. So here, like I said, is gonna be a seating area, so it's gonna be seats. And I like the ones with the umbrella, so I'm going to keep those. And it's just going to be right here, and then right here. And wait. I want a path to walk. So I want like a little walkway. So let's actually place more right here. So like boop and boop. And then we're just going to grab some paths here and place them down right here. And okay, so this area is looking pretty good. I think we're just going to have to need some trash cans. And I think that should be all. And then we could just open up the ride. And yada, yada, yada. Also, you'll notice my character is a little bit different. I just found a random hat in my inventory, so I just decided to use it. I really don't care about the appearance of my character. So, whatever. Anyway, now we can open up the drop tower, and I'm just going to call it Madness Drop. I like going with the theme, so at least a little bit with the theme. So let's open. All right, there we go. That's open for you people over there if you want it. And our park is growing and growing. I almost said glowing. Is growing and growing every single episode and is getting better and better. There is probably still a long ways to go from here, but it's looking great. I gotta admit, like it's going great. But what I've decided here is over here we have a gigantic area, and then we're gonna have an extra land. So I'm thinking we're gonna build a little bigger cafe over there, and along with another, maybe like a small roller coaster that's like a little circle, and that's pretty much it. Nothing much to it. And then I think that should be good. But yeah, so let's focus on this steel roller coaster right here. Let's focus on that. So at the end of this segment, we're gonna continue building, and we were going straight down, I'm thinking, and then straighten and straight. Oh wait, well, okay, then I guess we can't do that. We're gonna have to go down though, and then straightening out. No, but we're gonna have to keep going down, straighten out, right? That looks pretty good. Still a little bit high, actually. I'm gonna have to go down a little bit lower, so it's gonna have to go down just a tiny bit lower. So boom, and then I think we can straighten out. Well, then it's too high, so I guess we can do that, and then do a little turn job. And then wait, and then just a little bitty lower, and then straighten out, and then we can move this, and then turn it, and then straighten it, make it a station, and group those together. And boom, that is the end of that roller coaster. So I'm thinking what superhero or supervillain or whatever we should name it after. And I am thinking of the Green Lantern right now. So let's actually do that and do it after the Green Arrow. Everything's just gonna be green because that's pretty much all that the Green Arrow is, except like different shades, as you'll notice. See, look at those different shades. Fabulous. So this is going to be the green. I have 3D easer Green Arrow, and then we can wait. So before we can open it up, we're gonna have to build an entrance right here. Or I guess right here. And then an exit right here. And then, of course, we're going to need a fabulous and almighty Q path. And then a path is going to be concrete. And it's going to just go around right here. And boom. Ta-da! Yay! It's our fabulous ride, and it's going great. So let's open it up here and see how it does. Let's see if people are even excited for it. Let's see. So we just open up and see if anyone's coming. Thoughts? No one's thinking about it. Oh my goodness, we just got 3.5 stars. That is great. We are making progress. That means progress is always great. All right, so what is next? So over here, I'm going to start working on the area over here, because we could still move a path over near the Batman right here. And let me just hop over here. We have more land expansion, so this costs $5,000, so we're going to buy that. Like I said, we're going to make a small, tiny little circle-ish ride thingy, not that big, but a huge cafe. And I'm thinking making like a little building, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm still thinking of what I'm gonna do, but first let's buy the area over here first of all. and then I guess we can move on from there. So here we go. Let's wait for our cash to come towards us and just continue waiting. It's alright. It's gonna be alright. We're gonna be okay. So, like I said, you could get a one tile path. Actually, no, you can't. Never mind. Because this is the border right here. You can't place another path right here. So, oh, look, a person liked our park. Thanks, Xander Alex 2015 for liking my park. It's very fabulous and probably the best park you have ever seen, right? Actually, no, my other park is a lot better, but let's not talk about that right now. But yeah, we have $5,000. Let's go buy that land area expansion. So let's confirm that, and boom, we are in business here. So let's remove this area for now. And I'll deal with it later and what we're going to do, what I'm going to plan with it. But for now, I'm going to remove it all over here. And just get rid of all the wood tiles over here. And yeah, so what I am thinking is we're going to place some hedges so it could close off the area into the center right here. And it's going to be right here, just concrete. I'm just going to go right here. And then pass straight through. And then right here, we're going to place some hedges. And then we have this nice open area to place. Let's just place a flower bed right here, flower bed right here, flower bed. Flower bed, flower bed, flower bed, and we could do that as much as we like. And then just bushes, make this area look nice. And then we're gonna place a light, so a light post right here, and it's gonna be, so I don't have a necessary creative name for it, so I'm just going to place a sign right here saying to Le Cafe because I don't have a very creative name. I don't have a better name for it. So let's just remove that and then go others. And we have a sign here. So we're going to say to Le Cafe because I have no idea. Wait, how about Le Cafe? Madness Cafe. How about that? There we go. And then, of course, is going to be the casual white and black and blue and whatever. So there we go. So I'm going to have like light posts so it could like be like, you know, like that. So over here is just going to pretty much be most of the Madness Cafe. And I think we are making good use of the space here. So let's actually change the colors of the flower beds here. So this one's just going to be blue. And there's a lot of different colors for flowers. And this is just going to be red. This can say yellow. And this is going to be yellow. This is going to be red. And then this is going to be blue because my inner OCD wants to make it very symmetrical, except for the sign though. I guess that's the only thing. More like OCPD then, but whatever. Anyway, here we go. So we're gonna need just a few more things here, but sadly we are going to have to move this on to the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Madness Cafe, next episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.